talking about it as if it's some joke.
I just, to me, it just seems like he's so protected. He finds power in talking about it. A lot of people that are sick like that, they find power, in dominating a person over and over and over again. And so,
Yeah,
he, like
yeah.
you said, he talked about it on air. So
Yes, you did.
he's a pretty protected guy. So I just had to interject that. So I'm sorry. Go ahead and continue.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I guess, the powers that be are protecting him, you know, but I'm not bothered by that, you know, because I believe in a higher power. So I really don't care. And that's why I'm here. I don't care what he possessed, material things, or, these high profile attorneys who want to send cease and desist. I don't care. You are a liar and you committed these crimes and you're trying to cover it up. Listen, it's over. Okay? It's over. I have a lot more to say. So much more because I'm tired. As a mother, I'm tired. It's been 20 years since that incident. And I watched my daughter suffer through those 2 years, our family nearly torn apart. You don't get away with this. I don't care that you cannot be tried again. I don't care that the case is closed because you took a lesser deal because Jessica didn't testify. I don't care about that. It could have been 50 years from now. It doesn't matter to me. When it's the right time, it's the right time. You need to come clean. Okay? You need to come clean and tell the truth and stop lying and stop covering up those other two men, your dudes. Take the higher charge. Couldn't be given the higher charge because the victim was uncooperative. My daughter, 15 years old, was traumatized after that incident. She was traumatized. I don't think I can explain to you the severity of this. I don't think I can explain the pain that she went through and that her family went through on June 8th, 2001. So that's why he's still here out and not in jail or under the jail, because I did not let her testify. Because when I went in that emergency room and saw my daughter uncontrollably shaking, when I saw her hysterical, out of her mind, traumatized by what just happened to her, I could not let her testify on the witness stand. I didn't want her to repeat that pain and suffering, which I knew she would if she had gone on that stand. Cross-examine jurors or whatever. And I didn't want that for her. So I made the decision not to let her testify at that time. And I took my children and we moved out of the state of South Carolina. And I took them and we moved to Virginia. At that time, I was hysterical myself and being a victim myself of abuse. I know the pain. So, yes, that was the decision I made then. I made that decision. I was thinking about her well being and her state of mind, and I wanted her safe. Now, Charlemagne, I'll tell you how he sleep at night. I don't know. How he is able to go on YouTube videos, you know, podcasts, The Breakfast Club, writing a book, or anything. How can he sleep at night talking about giving my daughter Spanish fly, drugging?
So that video is it's basically self-explanatory. If you watch those clips, and it's a whole hour-long video. Jessica Reed's mother and her brother, who says he's been looking for Charlamagne for 20 years. I'm like, bro, you should have been got Charlamagne by now. But yeah, this isn't a good look. Now the case is closed because Charlamagne took that lesser charge. For all the Charlamagne defenders, innocent until proven guilty. Yeah, but he pled guilty to a lesser charge. And I know usually in some cases, people do that just to take, just so they can get on with their lives. But there's some truth to this, And I love how she keeps on talking about your dudes. Who are these dudes? And she goes on and says, we're investigating. We're gonna find these dudes. Now apparently Jessica Reed was so traumatized and embarrassed and so many different emotions, she didn't even want to testify. So basically, that's how Charlamagne was even had the privilege to take a lesser charge. The victim did not want to comply. So based off that, he was able to get a pass. And he should be thankful for that. But instead, he's went on and made all these sex jokes, all these freaky jokes. Him and Envy with the silicone butt jokes on Breakfast Club. These are two married men doing this type of shit. All these kids listening and watching. All of the weird shit that he does. All of the jokes. Flex talked about it, and people were like, "Well, Flex a whole Flex of this." I don't think Flex is some role model, but you know what it is, y'all. When someone y'all like does something, y'all think it's okay. When someone who you don't like, you want to call it down the middle. Charlamagne has been doing shit like this for years, exploiting people, putting people business out there. He read Flex's whole criminal history on the radio. Now the karma's coming back around to him, you know? And like the mother kept stressing, this is not over. They're gonna continue to keep cracking at this until he finally speaks on it, and he won't. See, when he did his little fake apology and his donkey of the day, his self-proclaimed donkey of the day, that was just him waving the towel like, Kwame, get off my ass. It's like Rocky 3. What was it? Was it Rocky 3 or Rocky 4 when the black dude was like, throw in the damn towel? That was that. He just brought up the fact that, okay, he was wrong for bringing up the family. Now, Kwame's digging in your skeletons in your closet. You don't want to hear that. Charlamagne don't want to speak on this at all. You know what I mean? He'll speak on everything else but the real root of the issue, which is this. Same thing with Stephen A. He'll speak on basketball, but you don't want to get out of that context. That apology was bullshit. He read it off a computer. Who's to say he even typed that up? So, it is what it is. Some people are gonna be like, "Well, Kwame shouldn't be doing this. You dragging another black man down." You could look at it that way, but that's what Charlamagne's been doing for years. He's been doing this for a long time. And like I say, the way you treat people and the things you do 20 years ago or 20 years from now, it could come back to haunt you. This is 20 years in the making. But he's so protected, he can get away with this, and this is very well known. And he still got his deals. He still got his deals. I mean, Steven Jackson is so in deep into bed with whoever these elites that he's dealing with. They letting him run around here, full Muslim gear on and everything. And say, I'm like, wow, they really digging you, But when you with that crew, you with that gang, it is what it is. Charlotte fraud, Charlamagne, whatever you want to call him. Dude that named himself after some Roman king or something. This is a joke, man. But yeah, Mama ain't playing. The bro wasn't playing on there. It was an interesting video, you know, very interesting. But yeah, Charlamagne will never speak on Kwame Brown publicly again. Like I said, he didn't say anything meaningful in his donkey of the day. Did he bring up the deceased? The cease and desist letter? No. Talk about what people really want to talk about. He always says that the lie is more entertaining than the truth, but in this case, the truth is more entertaining than the lie. You know, like you already pled guilty, you know, but you don't want to go into the details. So they're gonna continue to keep on exploiting Charlamagne by any reason, any cause, because like I say, it's out there and it's not right. You know, that this girl has been traumatized for all these years behind that. It's a lot of people don't ever get over that, or they keep it to themselves. They're embarrassed, they're ashamed, they're all of that above. So my heart goes out to her. Maybe she'll come out again and do another interview. Maybe she'll be on the Kwame Brown show soon, but. Yeah, let me know what y'all think about Charlamagne, the family, Jessica Reed's family exploiting Charlamagne, or exposing Charlamagne, excuse me. Let me know what y'all think in the comments.